expression of the same function. Human beings are always doing the same thing. Where I choose to spend my money is signaling to you, and it's all it is signaling. And like those flower districts arise because this store drives these people to get flowers, and then this guy who owns a house here decides, oh wow, he sells a lot of flowers, I'm going to open one downstairs, and then that's his signal, and then it just continues. It's reverberative. Like
it's funny to me that when we're looking at anchors, so when we're reading a pattern language, I used the word, I should have actually explained it. We look at things like a pattern language and other things, and what we're looking for is, as you said, the still spot, the anchors. The things that are
anchors.
The things that aren't moving as fast,
right.
That are kind of points we can leverage against,
right.
To make kind of intellectual progress, or climb the scaffolding of this incredibly weird landscape that we're in. And everyone, and maybe it's an anchor, but it feels like almost everyone's looking for anchors to guide them on decisions they don't. Okay, so we have this problem because we're human, we're so mortal, we just can't compute everything. We have to try and kind of have rules of thumb sometimes. Mm-hmm. So, it's the whole reason we have the court system and the legal system, all that. It's all punitive punishment for things in the past that are just, rules of thumb, because we just can't compute the true reality of a situation. Two defendants come in, and the judge is trying to compute that situation. He just doesn't have the time to reason it. And maybe if he had used his real intuition, he could leap to that. But there's always this weakness in our brains that we just can't.
I would say that one thing that I will tell you, one of my most secret loves is this documentary I saw when I went on a TV watching binge when I had to visit my psychotic abusive mother.
And
you
have one of those too.
And I watched TV for 6 hours, and I saw this documentary that of this woman, this autistic woman's experience. She was a nonverbal autistic, and she directed and created this documentary about her experience. And it began as being
they closed the mail pipe.
She reached the age of 15, and her IQ was like 62.
Uh-huh.
I mean, she was not just nonverbal, she was abusive, she was retarded looking, like her physical aesthetic began to match her cognitive capabilities.
Yeah.
And then they were rich, and this therapist came up to the family and was like, hey, I want to try something called cooperative communication with your daughter. And what it is like a handheld computer console. And the child, the nonverbal autistic, couldn't herself use it because her neural relationship to her body was all fucked up.
Uh-huh.
But what the woman did was she helped her touch the keypad and create the words. Failure. It's experimental, so they were like, and then one day, the way that the nonverbal autistic, who now partnered with Harvard to create this, like she's a genius IQ, she's
okay.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
She said until the age of 15, I didn't live. My existence, whatever I can conceive and try to express to you today, was shapes, colors, noise, and sense. And one day the word spinach cut through my existence and broke the ether. She was like, all of a sudden I saw form. The word. Do you know what I mean? Like she got a descriptor, she got an anchor, and it was like in this, and it became for me an analogy for all experience.
Right.
And in that way, like that's all we do. Mm-hmm. In this conversation, it began in amorphous shapes and sense. Mm-hmm. I sat over there, I had my familiar,